This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Alright, sounds good to me.
Today was supposed to be the premiere of Biomutant, a game that I actually knew absolutely nothing about. I was just listening to hearsay from you guys. I've not even seen a gameplay trailer for the game. Seriously. I didn't even know the game existed. It was in the release schedule, but I had no idea what it was. As we got closer to its release, no one seemed to know what it was. And the other day, people were like, yeah, it's going to be some kind of an open-world action RPG with kung fu mechanics and shooting. You make your own character, and it might be interesting, so maybe you should check it out. And I said, alright, well, since you guys, you know, seem to be slightly interested in what it could be, I guess I'll play it. Alright? But the weird thing was, there was no early release copies, there was no early reviews, which obviously in a lot of cases means there's something fishy going on, okay? So finally yesterday, during my day off, okay, all of the early reviews released, only 24 hours before the actual release of the game, okay? And if you take a look at the reviews, they all seem to agree on a few things. First of all, the game looks great, like beautiful graphics, but outside of that, everything else about the game is disappointing and doesn't live up to expectation. The plot is nearly non-existent. The gameplay mechanics are flawed hugely. Like, for example, the game is meant that you're supposed to be able to create a character and have that character have a build. So whether you want a kung fu melee build, or a gunplay build, or whatever. But from what everyone is saying when they're playing the game, apparently the game is not implemented properly. So for example, let's say you want to do a kung fu melee build, so you build a surly character who's supposed to be using punches, kicks, and all kinds of combos to defeat the enemies. Well, apparently, the melee builds suck. They're very weak, underpowered, and incredibly hard to actually beat the game with, while anyone who picks a gun build or is just using guns in general completely destroys the game. Apparently, all the focus in the game went into the guns and the gunplay, and they didn't really flesh out the melee like they were supposed to. In addition, the game's open world, and most people are saying that after a few hours of gameplay where you get used to the combat and stuff, it's incredibly repetitive and boring. That it just becomes just boring-ass grind, driving around, killing a million generic enemies, and it's just not very entertaining. You know, it's good for like maybe 3-4 hours, and then after that you're bored to tears for the rest of the game. Okay? Now, here's the deal with Biomutant. Number one, this was a game that I never really cared about to begin with. Just being honest. I didn't know much about it. Even though it was in the game release schedule, I said, it sounds unique. It actually isn't unique at all. Once the reviewers came out and said, this game is nothing unique, you've played this game, this open world RPG, 10 times in the last year, I was kind of like... Apologies, I had put in the schedule that I was playing it, but based on all the information that hit us yesterday, I said, this just does not seem like a good fit for me. I tell you right now what would happen. I know, because I've already been around, I've been down this road. Alright? I would start playing Biomutant. The first stream would be great, because it would be a brand new game. You know, apparently the graphics are beautiful. A combat engine is a little convoluted and confusing at first, supposedly. And the first stream would be amazing. And then after that, every stream would get worse. It would become more repetitive, more boring, more of the same grind. And probably by the third stream, people would be complaining they don't want to see it ever again. It's boring. So what's the point? Right? Let me just focus in on what I'm playing. Let me finish what I'm doing. Alright? And have fun with what we're already doing. We're already having a good time. These last couple of weeks have been great. Oh, man. Everyone in the stream chat who's trying to cause fucking drama, I'm just gonna ban you outright. I don't care if you're a member or not, and I mean that, because I've noticed that a couple people became members of the channel, and now they just think that they're immune to the rules. No, Only Iced Coffee didn't get banned from the fucking channel, and if I see anyone trying to spread stupid-ass rumors like a high school girl, you're out of here. The next time I see it, someone's out of here. I mean it. I don't want to put up, I'm not putting up with your bullshit anymore. I'm tired of this fucking nonsense. I'm here trying to do a pre-stream. Only Iced Coffee got banned. Oh, I wonder what happened. Why did he get banned? Why did Only Iced Coffee get banned? I don't understand. He's not banned. You're a fucking idiot. You're a gullible moron. Shut the fuck up. I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. You're trying to spread rumors in my chat when I'm trying to put on a stream. So next time I see it, you're out of here. I don't even give a fuck. I don't. Laying down the fucking law. So go ahead and try me and see what happens. I mean it.
The taste on your lips, I want it all. A toxic, the slipping under. You know that you're toxic. Ow. Taste on your lips is paradise. But I know that you're toxic. Unleash the beast. Toxic. Oh.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, since people have talked about it a little bit, and I completely forgot to talk about it on my pre-stream, today marks 1 week since I gave Twitch an ultimatum about restoring my partnership and letting me back to Twitch and apologizing for completely mismanaging me over there. Do you think they're actually going to respond? I mean, at this point, it's so funny. In the last week, things have changed so much on Twitch anyway. In the last week, Twitch literally publicly condoned people making softcore porn streams on their website. So, it's funny, because here I am, being mistreated by them, and saying, man, they really need to change things for the better. I'm not gonna be streaming there anymore. And then what happens? They completely run their business in the wrong fucking direction, right? So, do I really give a shit if they even apologize and give me my partnership back or not? Honestly, no. I don't think I would go back anyway. Why would I want to fucking stream on a softcore porn site? All the featured streams are girls in bikinis and shit. Like, fuck this thing, man. What a bunch of assholes that don't understand what they were trying. You know, the thing that gets me the worst about Twitch is that people over there legitimately have built communities and built businesses around that site, okay? They were told for years, oh, this is the best place to stream games. This is a community where we care. We're gonna really add all these improvements to make you have a robust community of some followers. And then, like, literally overnight, these fucking disgusting softcore porn hot tub streams become popular, and immediately, oh, well, that's fine. Everyone just do that then. Make money for us.
Now it's time to clean my ass. There we go.
What? For years you told us this is what your site is. Now within like a month you completely flip it. Right? Like, what are you talking about? They just don't care. All they care about is fucking money over there, so fuck them. I'm not, I don't give two shits that I'm not over there anymore. I really don't. It sucks because I know there's people over there who we built a community for almost 5 years, right? And that's the worst part about it, is that community, I know there's people who probably will not come over to YouTube for various reasons, and that pisses me off, because we worked hard to build that community. But what I'm very happy about is that in this last week, many of you have come over to my YouTube streams, and it feels kind of like the same, except of the trolling. The trolling is fucking annoying as shit, right? But that being said, outside of that, there really hasn't been many negatives to coming to YouTube. The quality of my streams on YouTube are much better. We have subscribers, now they're called members. We have cheering, now it's called super chats. Everything is getting back to normal, essentially. Eventually, what I would like to do is make it so that things like when you become a new member, there's a pop-up on screen again. And I haven't really had a chance to mess around with that much, so I apologize. I think maybe next month in June, I'll work on that and see if I can get pop-ups for the contributions on YouTube as well. Right now, we just have the tips working, and that's it. But outside of that, I'd say it's almost identical, except the visual quality is better. And people tell me that it's actually easier to watch my streams on YouTube because, number one, everything's in the same spot. Right? All my content's in the same place, and the bandwidth requirements for YouTube are much lower than they were on Twitch, okay? So that's pretty cool. The only downside I would say is, again, the stream chat is very crappy right now. It's like a toilet, and we're trying to flush the turds. Is that what you can do? It's a learning experience, right?
I'm never going back to Twitch. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me, it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money. Blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory. But I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.